Welcome back, fellow Horror Night fans and Universal fans alike. Welcome back to another episode of Halloween Horror World, where today we're going to be reviewing some of the items I got from Halloween Horror Nights 2016. But that's it, guys. 2016 season is over, but that doesn't mean the videos will stop. We're, of course, going to be talking about 2017 very soon, as well as there are going to be new lore videos coming out, as well as history of Halloween Horror Nights videos arriving very soon. So I hope you guys look forward to that, but for right now, let's jump right into it. So first off, we've got the Titans of Terror shirt, which I absolutely love. It's an interesting design, and it's got all four of the icons that were here at Halloween Horror Nights 2016 Hollywood. What's also interesting is, instead of the usual material they use for the blood lettering, this is actually a soft texture on it. It's there's a specific word for it. I'm just terrible at it. But it's a very soft material. It's not the sticky usual blood lettering that they usually have. But I love this design. It's got all four of the icons on it, which is something I've always wanted to have. And it's quite clearly got the Universal Horror Nights logo as well as the year. That's something I've noticed for this year. I know I've made in previous videos that the merchandising for last year was lackluster, but they've really brought these back with some of the items this year. So I absolutely love this one. This is definitely one of my favorite shirts that I have overall from any of the years, and definitely one of my top 10 shirts. So let's talk about the year shirt for this year, the house shirt. So once again, we've got the blood lettering. This is something that the Orlando house shirt has actually given up in favor of something different. However, it doesn't really show up well here on the camera, but this is actually a lot more shinier than the original set. I wish I had a better camera so I could show you guys. It's a lot more, well, metallic, I guess would be the word for it, whereas the other ones were more thick red. It looked more like blood. This is more like a shiny red metallic. As my dad joked, that it looks like the most fabulous house shirt in the world, and that's why I wish I could show it more clearly. It's definitely a bit more shiny, more metallic than it is blood lettering, which I guess is actually a lot more interesting than just another year of blood lettering. This is definitely more a metallic type material. So let's flip the shirt over. So this is the 2016 house shirt for Hollywood, and I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorites. It's got some of the icons' famous items on the side. So we got Michael's sheep mask, as well as the butcher knife he uses, Freddy's glove, Jason's machete, Jason's hockey mask. Weirdly enough, we've got American Horror Story's Hotel Cortez key on the side here, as well as Leatherface's famous chainsaw. But I love the way that the layout of the houses are, including the Terror Tramp. They're very clear. This is something I didn't want to get. This is most years I love to get the Orlando shirt. UK HHN provides me with stuff from Orlando. I get them stuff from Hollywood. But for the first year, I didn't really want the house shirt, because their house shirt, and this is just my opinion, if you like the Orlando house shirt, that's great. It's just something that kind of bugged me a little bit, was the lettering was a bit more squanched together, and it wasn't as clear. Like the Krampus one was very red, and it just wasn't clear. But I love this. This is laid out really clearly. So anyone, if you're walking downtown and you're like, oh, look at my back shirt, can see, oh, well, there's Freddy vs. Jason, there's Krampus. It's very clear. That's what I love about it. But yeah, we've got Jabberwockies again. I don't know. We never had a Bill and Ted, so I don't understand why they keep putting Jabberwockies on the house shirt. I feel that's something they could keep separate. But again, there are a lot from last year in comparison. There were a lot bigger fish to complain about, so I don't mind living with that. So yeah, the house shirt is fantastic. It's got the Halloween Horror Nights logo up here, 2016. So this is actually one of my favorite year shirts. It's definitely got a lot to look at, but it's very clear. It's very well laid out. Definitely, if I had to grade this out of a system of 10, definitely a 9. This is definitely one of my favorite house shirts, and I want to wear this more often. And I'll bring this next year with me, because this is just a great looking shirt. The only thing I would say in comparison, it has, for example, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Blood Brothers, but it doesn't have Halloween's Hell Comes to Haddonfield logo. It's missed that out. So it's, again, not a big thing, but I just find it interesting they didn't put the logo on that one, but they did for Chainsaw. But yeah, great shirt. Fantastic house shirt. Hey guys, so here we have the Krampus shirt. Now, I didn't get every house shirt, but I really wanted to get the Krampus one for this year. I've always wanted a Krampus shirt. I love the movie, and I just love the design on this shirt. To be honest, there's not been one really iffy piece of merchandise for this year. They've all been pretty great, I think, personally. This has been a fantastic year for merchandise, and this is probably one of my favorite house shirts. Just the design, I like the kind of added red here on the icicles. Now, on the actual title for Krampus, on the Blu-ray and that, there's nothing like that. But because it's Horror Nights, I feel it fits in very well. I love the design for Krampus on here. It's very clear who he is and what he is. I love the design. I love the little added red eyes here that they've done with the character. Now in the film you can clearly see that they're kind of a goatish eyes, but it kind of brings a little bit of mystery, like there's something more behind this face. So yeah, this shirt is honestly one of my favorite house shirts. Sorry, getting tongue-tied. However, it's definitely a simplistic design, I think. But it's definitely something that really stands out, and it gives me the opportunity to wear something horror-related during Christmas, too, so I will be wearing this on Christmas Day. The other thing, too, is on the sleeve, we have the Halloween Horror Nights 2016 logo, which is great. Not a lot of the shirts had that. The Exorcist one did, and I believe Freddy vs. Jason might have, but it's great that actually they've incorporated this back onto the sleeves. So yeah, the Krampus shirt, really like. Again, if I had to grade this one, definitely I would say it's an 8. Definitely one of my favorite house shirts that I picked up, and definitely one that stands out. Plus, you can, like I said, you can have it on Halloween as well as Christmas. So here we have one of the last items I got from Halloween Horror Nights 2016, and that is, of course, the year pin. And it's exactly the same as the Titans of Terror shirt, and it's just awesome. If I was to have a year shirt, it would definitely have these guys on it. Year pin, sorry. It's definitely more interesting than the Walking Dead one from last year. Again, like I said, a lot last year was lackluster in terms of merchandise, but this is a great pin to have as a year pin, and it actually does, and it's really shiny. I do apologize. Let's see if I can kind of bring it in here. You can see the logo, Halloween Horror Nights 2016 on the bottom, Universal Studios. So that's definitely clear on it. Not much more to say on it. It's definitely not a big pin, which is good. I am running currently out of room. Here, I'll show you. I am running out of room for my... Oh, that's the one thing Universal needs to incorporate that Disney does do, and that is bigger pin lanyards. Crikey, I've got quite a few. So yeah, definitely need more space on my lanyards because I am running completely out of room here. But yeah, definitely a really fun one. I am getting the year pin from Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, so I will be doing a separate review of those two Orlando items. But yeah, that's the year pin for this year, and I'm very happy with it. Grading wise, definitely I give it about an 8.5. Definitely a really cool pin. It's definitely one of my favorites on here. My current favorites are the Jack limited edition pop pin, the 2016 pin, the La Llorona pin, and this from Orlando, because this is fantastic. However, if I had to pick a separate Hollywood one, definitely, where is it? I'm losing it. There it is. This actually glows in the dark, which is kind of cool. So for one of the only Walking Dead ones I love, because it does do something extra. It does glow in the dark. So yeah, the 2016 pin is awesome. And if you guys picked it up, what did you guys think of it? Let me know. And we'll move on to one more item. Okay, well, this is kind of a cheat, because technically it's not Halloween Horror Nights associated, though a good friend of mine, thank you Lana, got this for me. Well, she won it for me from one of the side little stalls that's at the event, where you can win little plushies, and she got me a Sam plushie from Trick or Treat, which I absolutely love. Could it be a sign for Trick or Treat next year? Ooh, let's hope. But again, that's speculation later. I'm getting ahead of myself. But this is fantastic. I love Trick or Treat, and I love Michael Dougherty's work. As you know, I gushed over the Krampus shirt. But yeah, this is just a really cool plush, and I absolutely love this. So thank you, Lana, for getting me this. Again, this won't be really a review, because technically it's not one of the Horror Nights items. But this is, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. So yeah, what items did you guys get in your Halloween Horror Nights collection when you guys went to either event? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And until the next time, this is the Crazy Englishman signing off.